What is the chance of success of your change initiative? Organizations are going through multiple transformations right now, including business model change, digital transformation, remote work transformation, agile transformation, leadership transformation, and people transformation. Hi, I'm Gail Sturgis of Talent Align OD, and this is a question that really intrigues me. Because the answer is around 30%. A plethora of research since the 1980s from academics and well-established organizations such as A.T. Kearney, Bain & Co., Deloitte and McKinsey has looked at the failure rate of change or transformation projects, and it seems nothing has changed for the past 30 years. The transformation failure rate has been a stubborn 70%. And this is despite the development of well-thought-out, sophisticated, tried-and-tested models for change management developed over that time. How can we still be getting it so wrong? The answer, it turns out, is really quite simple. Based on research by Dr. Miles Sweeney and defined in the Dynamic System Maturity Theory, or DSMT, organizations have 15 levels of change capability. What this means is there are 15 levels through which organizations grow in terms of the ability to learn, absorb, and sustain change. And if the organization is in the bottom half of this maturity model, it means that the organization is not capable of learning and adapting to change, no matter how good the change management method and process is. Translated, what this means is, if we want our change initiative to be successful, we first have to understand the current level of our change maturity, and if it's in the lower half, we need to implement initiatives to first bring this maturity level to the top half before we actually start the change process. The good news is, if you've already started, everything doesn't have to come to a halt. It is much more likely that different areas of the organization are at different levels of change maturity. The Org CMF has been adapted and simplified from the DSMT to provide both a model and an assessment to identify areas of the organization that are likely to hold change progress back, and it provides a roadmap on how to develop the change capability of those areas. The other good news is the Dynamic System Maturity Theory, or DSMT, that underlies Org CMF has been validated as normative for both psychological development and organization development. This means that the information on which the assessment is based accurately represents how organizations learn, which in turn means that the results of the assessment can be reliably interpreted and applied to guide change and development interventions in individuals, teams, and organizations. There are many ways that Org CMF and its maturity models can be used to gather information to understand how the organization might react to different changes. These are some ideas. These are some of the use cases that we have experienced in our work. But this is really just limited to your own imagination. Org CMF consists of 3 models: OMI, Organization Maturity Index, which looks at the organization as a whole; DMI, Digital Maturity Index, which looks at the organization from a digital transformation perspective; and TMI, the Team Maturity Index, which looks at how aligned teams are with organizational goals and strategy. Would you like to improve the chances of success of your change or transformation project? If so, drop us a line now, and we'll get right back to you as soon as possible to provide you with all the information that you need.